Hey everyone. It's getting close to bedtime. In fact, it is bedtime for the pack. They're just got in their beds for the night, and I just gave the babies some milk with puppy food in it. And they've eaten about half of it already because it was pretty full. I thought I would put more in the pan and then they wouldn't have to bend over so far. That seems to be when they walk in it more. So I filled it up pretty close to the rim and they can stand and drink it a little easier. When they get a little more stable on their legs and with the idea of eating out of a pan, they can reach further. It's only about an inch deep, but when you only put a little milk in it, they have to lean over farther and their legs kind of slide out from under them. But when you fill it up, Conrad, you got a foot in there. I got my coconut wipes ready. When they get through, I pick them up and wipe each one of them down and dry them off. Because like Josie, she's got it all over her back. That's probably because Conrad ate a little bit and then played with Josie. Did you get enough, Conrad? This is the third time they've eaten today. And they did. They ate about half of the pan. I'll leave it a few more minutes. I've been getting people asking me where I got my litter trays, and I did get mine from Amazon. Amazon has what's called a rabbit cage, which so do some of the farm supplies, but Amazon had these for about the same price as the guy who sells these online. His are black. And at the time I was going to invest in them, he didn't have any for sale yet. There's a guy online. He's here on YouTube too. He's wonderful to watch. And his channel and his website are called I Love My Pups. He is a Frenchie breeder. And he actually designed the litter trays. And that's how I found out about him. And another breeder friend of mine, we watch his videos, and my friend, ordered them from him. But at the time I tried to order, he didn't have them on his website yet. He had just basically invented them, and his are black, and I think they're actually a little smaller. But I was ready and needed mine quicker, so I got on Amazon trying to figure out how I could make them myself. And I found rabbit cages that actually had the pink tray, and I like that better. And it came with the rack that fits the tray. And my husband took some zip ties. If you can see, he just drilled some little holes in the plastic tray, and we zip tied the rack to it so it would hinge. The guy on I Love My Pups, if you order from his website, they're hinged and attached already. But they're black, and I wanted color if possible. So I did get pink, and I think that ended up at the same price. The rabbit cage actually has a cage or a crate. It's made like the crates that sits on top of that. But I just stored those. I figured I could use them some other way, some other time. Chloe or Candy, you better quit that. That is not okay. Hush it. Shh. No whining. She's gotten to where she does that almost every night. And she's been getting away with it because we would let her out and put her in with the babies. Well, she doesn't want in with the babies now, and she's still doing that. So I'm working with her because that's not okay to go to whining like that after getting in a crate. So it'll take a little time because she's been highly spoiled through the pregnancy and delivery and up to now. Now it's time to get back to normal, and she's still getting spoiled. I spoil all of mine, but I admit my mamas do get a lot more attention and extras just to make up for being separated from the pack. They're in the nursery for 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and I don't let them just run and play with the pack, towards the end when babies are due. So I give a little, they get spoiled, that's all. It's just pure spoiled, and we have to get back on track with no whining when you go in the crate. Now, Reba, why are you underneath your bed? Jericho does that, but not usually Reba. But Jericho also folds his over and uses it for a pillow. Sometimes he'll lay in a bed, but most of the time he wants to stretch out on the bottom of the crate. So they're still eating a little bit, but they are really good now. All I have to do is put the food in. I bang on the pan a little bit, and they come running. They're getting used to the sound, knowing that's the dinner bell, and they're eating really well. And I'm hoping a couple more days of the goat's milk, and then we should be able to transition to just soft puppy food. I'm a little concerned right now because they're not really pooping, which can happen during the weaning process. So I'm just watching them. I helped them all. I gave them water today. I was giving worm medicine, so I went ahead and gave them a little syringe of water right after the worm medicine, because you give it with a little syringe. But if that doesn't get things moving, we may have to do something else. But then again, Miss Josie, you're a rock star. You went right down there and did a good girl. And she may be going to do some more good girls. They are pooping just a little bit, but not enough, really. And like I said, it's common. It's natural with weaning, but I don't usually have that problem. Usually, if anything, we'll have soft poop, not no poop. So I don't know. Let me get a wipe here, because I did see, hey, no, we don't do that. And that's why we want the litter tray, because puppies are gross. If they can play with it, and yes, even eat it, they will. So that's one of the reasons why I love the litter tray, because everything falls down below the wire rack and they can't get to it. But I still have to keep a close watch, because when they're not going on the litter tray, then it's in the playpen, and I want to get it cleaned up, but I also want to keep them away from it. So they're just working at it. They're learning. They know that's what the litter tray is for, but they're still not too serious about going that far away. But they will. They will. They're just doing good. I'm pleased with how much food they ate, and they're still going back. Most of the puppy food kind of settled to the bottom, so they've taken most of the milk, but they got some puppy food that way. It just kind of helps their digestive systems adjust to something new and a little heavier than milk. Plus, I think it's probably getting cold now, and they're not big on cold milk at all. They love it when it's nice and warm, which I set that pan with the milk in it into a sink of hot water and just keep checking it until it's really good and warm. I don't want it to be too hot, but it does cool down pretty quick too. So sometimes they will stop eating at this age when it gets cold. They don't like it cold. When they get a little older, they won't care. I can use the wet puppy food and they'll wolf it down. I soak the Diamond Naturals puppy food in warm water or hot water, and then when I fix their food, it hopefully will get to where, which we will get to where it's just the wet puppy food. But right now I'm putting some of it in their warm milk, and we'll gradually be thickening it. Tomorrow I'll make it a little thicker and so on, and then gradually stop with the milk. Well, look at that. They are all going in that direction, but they also tend to get distracted by each other. They're just the best babies. I have 3 girls still left, and they're ready to leave me January the 4th, so we need to get them adopted, get them their own family ready to go to in January. And by then they'll be transitioning. We'll get them onto dry puppy food by then. Cece, that's not where you're supposed to do that. Anyway, they're doing good. Candy's settling down. Jericho's fluffing his bed. Reba, I don't know about you. I may reach in and pull her bed out, but she seems to like being under it. Delilah, she's even got her toy in the bed with her. She's a toy master. She loves her toys. Yep, they're on the verge of using that tray. Now we just have to spend this whole next week really reinforcing that, and I think we'll have that accomplished. Still want some more, Conrad? We're going to say goodnight now. I'm going to get off of here and get them wiped down and get the milk put up and change out the wet mats. Part of that's milk and part of it's not. Well, it is pretty wet, so we'll get it out of there. What are you doing, Cece? Did you go down there and be a big girl? Well, that was good. She peed on this end and she went down there and I think pottied. Good girl. Anyway, y'all have a good night. We'll be back and do another video tomorrow. Josie, go on. You know you need to. Oh. I'm thinking she'd get up there and do her business, but I think she's just playing. No, she might be getting up there. Nah, she's just playing. Anyway, y'all have a good night.